And guys, from this point forward, I'm only going to read 15 up. I'll read the ones that came in from before, but 15 up from this point forward.
Now, ladies, I know you like to stick together, but was I the only person that was thinking you're crazy as fuck when she said that women reach their prime in the 30s? Like, were any of you guys like, damn, this bitch is crazy?
I feel
we can do a raise of hands. How many of you agree that women reach their peak in their 30s? Raise of hands if you agree. Damn. Okay. Guess we got something to talk about. None of them agree.
Yeah, but when they're gonna turn 30, they're gonna understand.
I'll be 30 in April.
But okay, think about it.
Sorry to hear that.
It's like put a 21-year-old in front of a man versus a 30-year-old. He's likely going to pick the 21-year-old, and it doesn't matter if you're like financially stable. Men don't care about that
at all.
That's true, but you know, I've been going out a lot in Miami, and I feel like guys like go after me more than they go after.
That's because they think they can hit.
Yeah, looking at the
like
boobs. I promise you, in Miami, niggas don't see it. They say boobs.
Wait,
and ass. That's all they see.
Did I ask you if you're thick?
You want me to stand up?
Yeah. Do I?
She has a nice butt.
Yeah,
she has a nice butt.
shape.
No way.
It moves. It's there.
Wait, who paid for it?
Jim.
Oh, Jim.
This is an optical illusion created by the pants.
I'm telling you, bro, Marquett, they go outside to these parties, to these events, to these clubs. Niggas see fat ass titties.
Right. It's a wrap.
Automatic.
It's a wrap.
Age, no number. At that point, it doesn't matter.
Right. They're just trying to max her out.
100%.
Yeah.
So they don't see your age.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're just trying to smash.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you know what? She's 2 marriages in and she still ain't learned. There's not shit you could tell her right now, bro. I'm just tripped out that she said that out loud. That was crazy as hell. But anyways,
okay. So, why do you disagree with that? That women reach their peak in their 30s, or they don't reach their peak in their 30s?
I was just gonna say, like,
I feel like
right.
I don't know. I just feel like I see men more like go more towards girls in their 20s, like their early 20s when we're out.
Okay. What about you?
But I'm also not 30, so I don't know how I'll feel at that point.
It won't feel good. I promise you. I mean, consider this. All of you guys are wearing makeup, and you even have a component of makeup that's called, shout out brown chocolate. You even have
up in here, man.
with them pretty teeth. Go ahead. But you got a component of makeup called concealer, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it concealing? Age. It's concealing age. Your whole effort is to look younger and to cover over blemishes. And as you age, what shows up?
No, with makeup, we actually look older.
You can.
Yeah. That's true, right?
If you have texture in the face, yeah.
Without makeup, I look like younger.
That's good.
Everyone.
I feel like, when I was like trying to get in places when I was younger, I definitely would put like more makeup on to make myself look older.
Exactly.
That's a psychological.
Make yourself look older in an attractive age range.
Right.
Yeah,
which
I
is in
think
your
it's
20s.
the 20s.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And when chicks get plastic surgery, are they trying to look younger, perhaps?
No, I agree.
Okay, all right,
I
cool.
agree that it's the 20s.
Okay.
What about you? Why do you not think it's in their 30s?
I will not agree with the women reaching their peak in the 30s just because of a biological aspect. But I'm not saying that a woman in her 30s can't peak, because I'm looking at her and y'all are looking at her and I've seen the way you look at her, because she's hot as fuck and she just has this energy that she screams
like a boss bitch.
beautiful.
I like Russian.
Yeah, she screams
like
beautiful,
it.
sexy, confident woman, and she's the like.
I love your positivity.
There's
I love your positivity.
Because I think being in your 30 doesn't mean you can't peak, but peaking can probably not happen in your 30s.
I'm gonna call you every morning to get a pep talk. She gonna be telling me the most outrageous shit, Marquett. I love your hair. Telling me the most outrageous shit. Like, this is amazing.
What hair?
Okay.
Exactly.
For her, it don't matter. You feel me? Like, I love your hair. You know, like, it's just.
Go, Queen.
Wow.
What about you? Why don't you think women peak in their 30s?
Well, I mean, I guess you can peak in your 30s. Like, she looks great. Like, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it.
We're speaking in
But
generalities.
let's be honest. Is she the average 30-year-old?
No. She's like a 10.
Would she look better if she was 21?
No, I don't know what she looks like when she's 21.
Better.
Would she look better?
I don't know
when
if she met her
21?
husband by then.
She met
Which husband? It's crazy though how you guys won't keep it real. That like it is amazing.
Yeah, notice how they're walking back their opinions now.
Yeah, it is amazing how y'all won't. That's why we can't trust you guys. Like that's why, really, that's fundamentally why we can't trust you is because like you're lying.
In your opinion.
Nah, we're not lying.
I feel like it's just kind of repetitive. Like, don't we all
Guys
agree?
go to motherfucking jail
Correct.
for fucking girls who are too young. And you're sitting here talking about a chick who's 30 is it. When motherfuckers are risking the rest of their life and their freedom and their career to get some fresh water. Like, are we serious right now?
Illness. Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
But
Wait, who said that's mental illness? Somebody raise their hand. Who said that? Okay, who else agrees it's mental illness for a man to have sex with a
your
younger
dad
woman?
got with your
Okay,
mom
was
now,
20 years younger.
now here's the crazy thing. She thinks it's normal for two dudes to rail each other. Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
So it's mental illness for a man to want a younger woman, but it's not mental illness for two dudes to.
If a man in his 30s is going after a woman that is like freshly 18, that's weird.
Biologically, is that weird?
Yeah, it's
It's very weird.
Okay, no, let me help you out with biology. So
I had an A in biology. I don't need your help.
Good.
you had an A in biology. You don't need my help.
This can't be real, bro. This can't be real.
No, this is crazy
I've
because,
never
like, for
heard someone
example,
say that. I got an A in biology.
Hey, low key, though, respect.
An
Man, you
A in
keep
high
earning
school
it.
biology.
You keep earning those A's. That's good. I'm proud of you in real life. But since you got an A in biology, you should understand this.
Oh, science teacher.
A woman who's in her 30s, the instances of Down syndrome and other birth defects have increased significantly at age 28, actually. That's when it starts to make a significant increase.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that much, right?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with a 30-year-old trying to fuck like a
Just like a biological thing.
I'm about to get to the opposite
go ahead.
end. So I took you to the end that the guy doesn't want to deal with because his offspring will not be healthy. And biologically, we're wired to want to procreate in great numbers and spread our seed. That's our biological wiring when we're mentally and biologically healthy.
Mhm.
Conversely, when does a female start puberty?
anywhere from like
Just say grammar school because some girls go early.
Yeah,
Right.
Usually
Like
roughly
nine
around
years
like
old.
12, to be honest.
Well,
Yeah,
she got an A in biology, so let her answer this.
like I don't know, maybe like 12,
You don't know. You got an A in biology.
Hey.
Come on now,
12
hit me.
anywhere from like 12 to 16.
12 to 16.
Yeah.
Okay. So if 12 to 16 is the age range when she goes through puberty, when is the prime birthing age for a human female, according not to society, but to biology?
Didn't you just like shit on her mom for having a baby at 17?
You're trying to distract. When is the prime
I'm not trying
birthing
to
age?
distract.
You were, because that has nothing to do with this.
I'm not threatening.
When is the prime birthing age for a female having healthy children?
Anywhere under 30.
No, at puberty.
Wrong. Thank you. Thank you. It's about 16 years old is prime birthing age. And let me school you on something else. In America, the age of consent is 18.
Yeah.
How much is it, or what age is it in most other countries?
16.
Well,
Thank you.
most
Thank you.
I have family in London, sorry.
Thank you.
Well, even some states in America are 16 as
Yeah.
well.
In Germany,
Correct.
It's 16 in
And
Canada.
there are
14
other
is
places that it's
ridiculous.
lower.
It's just
In Barbados.
wrong.
So
like,
it's not
Eight to
wrong.
16.
You don't realize that you haven't come up with your own ideas. Like when you mentioned that sexuality is fluid, you didn't think of that. You heard somebody else say that. When you say
I
it's
did think
just
that.
wrong to have sex with a person under 18, that's our law. That's why you said that. But if you grew up in France, you wouldn't say that. If you grew up in Hungary, you wouldn't say that. You'd say it's wrong if they had sex with someone 16 or younger. Why? Because that's their law, and you've been enculturated with that idea. Do you understand why you're thinking what you're thinking?
I mean, I don't know.
I
How
know
old
you
are
don't know. That's true.
I have a question.
What
How
do you
old
know?
are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm past the prime birthing age. Far past it.
I know, but like, how old are you?
Yes. Karen,
You
what was your
wouldn't
question?
feel weird having sex with a 16-year-old?
He clearly
Was
has made
that ever the
clear.
question?
He never said that.
No, I'm
What
just
was that
asking because
ever?
that's the prime birthing rate.
So
Like, don't you want your kids to be like
Okay.
healthy at the prime birthing
You
rate?
want to go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to
You
understand
completely
better.
missed his point
Right.
of what he just made.
yeah, so the
Well,
start
that's what I'm
was
asking. I'm
the
trying to
start was I
understand.
said, why are people sitting here pretending as though it made any sense when she said women reach their peak in their 30s? Like that's an outrageous statement. And so I was saying like, why are we pretending as though like that's normal or reasonable? Because it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And then that led to addressing her because she's an expert in biology. Because we wanted to establish, well, the 30s can't be the prime for the
Mm-hmm.
woman because human beings probably want healthy offspring, and that would be the dead end of when you can create healthy offspring. So you'd want to be closer to the prime age, and the prime age is 16. But no one said that they want to impregnate a 16-year-old, right?
No, prime as in, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I see y'all faces. When he mean prime, the subject at the moment is about procreating.
No, I understand.
Physical health of the child.
Yeah.
Correct,
So that's
I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when you asked the question, you weren't asking about, like, you're like, don't you think it's weird? Yeah, that's why I'm not in jail, because I do think it's weird. But
I was just asking. I understand what the previous.
Yeah, but I don't think you're just asking. I think that's a manipulation technique. So generally, like if a woman feels like she disagrees with something, she's like, I was just asking, like, no guy here wants to have sex with a 16-year-old. You're just more so like, I don't like the way you're pressing my girl right here, so I'm gonna like throw some left field shit.
No, I genuinely just curious because weren't you saying that in some places it is legal to have sex with girls
in many
at 16?
places it's legal.
Yeah, so I was just curious. I was just asking a question.
Yeah, can I say something?
Of course you can, Germany.
Thank you. So, because you were saying that it's normal for older men or men that are, let's say, 30 to want a younger girlfriend because of biological reasons. Did I understand that right? Yeah, right? You said that.
I stated that males are biologically wired to pursue younger women. And not only does all the science indicate that, you've also experienced this in society. I think that you probably realize this as well.
Yeah. I will not debate you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. What I want to say is that it's not about wanting a younger woman. It's about the age gap that you have with her. So you said, in many places, the age of consent is very low. So in Germany, we have an age consent of 14, but it's still illegal for an 18 or 17-year-old to a 14-year-old. They have to be around the same age. And even if you're 17 and your partner is 19, it's illegal.
I'm pretty sure it's called the Romeo and Juliet law, where you have to be within a certain range of age.
So that's because there's a certain developing difference, and I think you will agree with me on that it's not about wanting to f- a younger person. It's about the mental age difference that
you're saying the laws.
No, actually, the law, and because if I want to actually f- a 16-year-old and I'm 30, there's just a very different developing happening.
Look, man, ladies, this is really painful to listen to. Like, we got to exercise a little bit of critical thinking here. You guys are all showing me that some of you guys are really fucking dumb. It's very simple. Stupid. He's saying that human biology, men are hardwired to go after younger women. He said that the prime birthing age is 16, so therefore anything closer to 16 is going to yield more attractive results for men. So therefore an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 21-year-old woman, 22-year-old, they're going to be more attractive than someone that's 32 because it's closer to the prime birthing year. That's all it is. We're not talking about laws or any of this other shit. We're talking about simply biology. So I need you guys to like stop being fucking and think before you speak and listen very closely to what he's saying. He's saying the closer to the birthing prime that a woman is in, the more attractive she is to a majority of men. We're not talking about laws. We're not talking about anything. We're talking strictly biology. Now, if you want to add society over it and laws, of course, the age of consent in most places, in the United States in general, federally is 18, and then some states is 16, whatever, and then you got Romeo and Juliet laws that play into it. But we're talking strictly biology here, okay? So the closer you are to that, men will typically find that more attractive. And regardless of a man's age, they've done this in studies, men find girls 18 to 24 the most attractive, regardless of how old they are, regardless of where they're from, regardless of their religious background, regardless of their socioeconomic status. It's a fact.
But
can I give an example?
You guys on that. We're just saying that it's not right to have.
No, because you guys are trying
to
deflect into legality and all this other bullshit. And it's like, bro, he was very clear that the closer to the prime birthing years a woman is, the more attractive she is to a majority of men.
Like, if you remove society from the equation and you're like solely focusing on biology, ideally a man would want to be with somebody who's, and it's not right, but somebody who's 14 or 16
can
or
I
whatever.
give an example, lady? Sorry to cut off. Can I please give an example?
That's just normal. Like, nobody was.
We have to stop with the selective hearing. Like, if we're going to have a discussion, we have to take everything in and not just take, oh, I don't like this part, so I'm going to excuse this. You have to understand the entire context of the conversation.
I mean, some of you wanted older men as well. We didn't judge you for that. We just said, cool, is what it is.
You know why? The reason you don't judge them for wanting older men is because men are more like an asset appreciating in time. Women are more like a liability that depreciates rapidly with time. And subconsciously, you're all bothered by the fact that, you know, as you age, your value is declining. So you have to create a psychological superstructure that makes guys feel guilty about wanting younger women. Because we can sit back and pursue younger women infinitely. And so you have to make them feel guilty so that they behave and they consider you like when you end up like her. So when you end up 30 years old like her with 2 divorces, you still want to be accessible and appealing to guys like me, when in reality, I travel around the world and chicks will holler at me who are 18, 19, 20, 21, and I could probably do this for another 10 years. And so you realize that here's the biological reality. Once you get past that 30, you start creeping into something called menopause. And menopause is a cold motherfucking thing.
30.
No, menopause is like 45.
No, it's not.
No, after 30 you start creeping into it though. Like
yes,
your fertility goes down.
Menopause, yes.
Menopause.
And
menopause is like when your period stops.
No, girl, it's more
it's
than
when your
that.
hormones and everything start changing.
Hot flash.
I think after 30, my hormones just went up like fucking crazy. So
okay,
But here's the problem with menopause, right? So you're actually becoming a different person that's less desirable to the guy that you're with, which is why you all should try to be monogamous and faithful to a guy who really loves you and is going to hold on to you. Because when menopause shows up, all of a sudden you're in the room, you're like, damn, it's really hot in here. Everybody else in the room like, what the fuck? It's cold as shit.
And
menopause, it's unexplainable. You're becoming an unpleasant person to be around. He starts trying to max you out. He's like, damn, it's kind of dry in here. It's like sandpaper in this motherfucker. Menopause, vaginal dryness. He's like, you know what? I think I want to have another kid. You're like, I can't do that. Menopause. So you're having all of these things that are causing you to rapidly decline. And not only that, your mind and personality can be changing because your hormonal balance is changing. So the way you behave and relate to him is also changing. So you're rapidly declining in value, all the values that the guy seeks. And for that very reason, you should try your best to lock in a guy. Marriage is primarily for the female. And the reason you're subconsciously angry that guys want younger women is because you know you won't be young forever. And you want to have a hot girl summer, not realizing that shit is really limited. You better lock in a guy before you turn 24, because after that, low key, people ain't checking for you. It's a wrap.
But would you agree? Wait, can I give an example, ladies? I've been asking.
Good.
So the example, just to wrap this whole conversation up, besides you all, I'm just saying, about the age and everything. For example, breasts. When you get older, they sag. You see mine's, they're real. You see hers, they look great. But at the end of the day,
mine, they're real. See hers,
like, not like that. They look nice. They look like mine, but I don't wear wire. Like, I don't
Pull
have.
them out. Show them what you're talking about.
I'm not going to show you, but just know I have a sheer bra on, no padding. I don't have no padding. I'll just say that. However, when you get older or whatever, you pay to look younger.
No, I wasn't disagreeing.
No, not you.
What
about women who get plastic surgery at
18?
Because they want to. They want to be. It's up to this. With plastic surgery, it's like, are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for the male?
Go ahead, baby.
Okay, like me, I'm chunky. Like I'm chunky, but I'm a stocky girl. However, I love myself. Like I love to rub my little belly. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to get lipo. Not for a guy. I don't have a fupa. It's definitely, no fupa. I legit got, However, I want lipo for me. Like, not for a guy. To the gym? I can, but I've always been chunky and stocky.
Hey.
I eat healthy, by the way.
You're right.
Too.
If BBMLD can get
I don't want no more ass.
lipo,
I got everything
then you can get lipo too.
What the fuck? Yeah, I just want to, because I just want some of the fat cells to go away. That's it. So I'm going to continue working out. That's it.
If you look at, makeup and all beauty procedures that women employ, they're all done in an effort to turn back the clock to make a woman look more youthful in general.
What about the women who get plastic surgery at 17, 18?
They could be insecure.
They're mentally ill.
They're insecure.
Mentally ill.
Trauma. What kind of plastic surgery are they getting? Like BBLs and stuff like that?
Well, any plastic surgery, facial, body.
It is an insecurity thing. Like for me personally, I got my nose done literally right when I turned 18 because I was just insecure about it.
Yeah, you're insecure.
Yeah, I was. Now I feel better.
I'll read the chat. Anything else on this age thing? Because like I said before, you guys were kind of going on another tangent, but we were talking strictly biology. Anything?
Not on the age thing, but I have a question for the men on this podcast.